Folks, good evening. So I am back on here for another YouTube channel. Look in the camera, look in the camera. Camera's right there. All right. Listen, in my still development stages of my YouTube channel, I've come to understand that I'm broke as hell. Okay? I want to do a YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is talking about couponing, natural hairstyles. Eventually I'm going to start doing reviews because I post so much on my Facebook page and I'm not a big poster anymore. I've come to the idea that my page wants to have random things on it, but I don't have all the funds that it takes to be that big, poppin', good quality type of YouTuber. And that's okay. It's not meant for me to be like that, okay? Just because I don't have all the expensive equipment in the world does not mean that I can't accomplish this. I've been doing my research. And in my research, I realized that I would need really good lighting because this little selfie thing that I got here on my phone or on this little tripod ain't cutting it. By the way, the little stand that I'm holding right now, $5 from Five Below. Yes, Lord. So I'm moving back over here. And let me see if I can. Yeah. All right. Yes. We doing better. We in business. All right. Anyway, so I'm getting off subject because I can kind of go off subject. So I realized I got a light. I had a Amazon gift card and I had some discounts on my gift card. Well, I'm sorry, on my account. And, you know, I'm always up for a good deal, honey. I'm always up for a good deal. But still, I realized I needed better lighting. So I was like, okay. So I looked at the Diva light. I was like, oh, the Diva light looked good. It looked legit, you know. I go to look at it. They wanted about and I was like, that. F that. Hell no. Damn that. You got to be kidding me. Ain't no way I'm going to sit here and pay for that. But I did my research, y'all. And I found a good solution. The do-it-yourself Diva light. Do I have an example of it? No. I'm getting ready to do it right now as we speak. My babies are getting ready to come in the house. They're going to watch me do this arts and crafts. They know I'm a crafty mama. So I'm getting ready to get started. So I learned that you need a few items that I already have in the house. You can get this accomplished in under $25, but I think I beat it. I think I did something better, and I'm going to show you because I'm going to explain what I did. I'm going to explain the amount of money that I spent because I really believe I spent about maybe $20. Now I'm going to do 2 lights, but I'm going to break it down on what I did. I did. You're just going to see what I did, okay? And I believe that it was like, I think it was $20. I don't know. Doesn't matter. The point is we saved. We ain't getting ready to spend no 80, 90 and some change for that. No. So stay tuned. We getting ready to do this, all right? Okay, so you're going to need a few things in order to get this done. The first thing you're going to need is a wreath frame. This one that I have here is 18 inches. You're also going to need wax paper. I got that from Giant. You're also going to need aluminum foil. That's Reynolds wrap. You'll need industrial scissors, a Sharpie to trace out the frame, packing tape or clear duct tape. You will also need the 16 feet LED rope lights, daylight. Make sure it is daylight. And then you'll also need zip tie. So now we're going to trace this thing. So after I remove the sticker and say hi to my little Eddie that's in the camera, I'm going to put the frame back down on the box. and I'm going to trace the outside of the frame as well as the inside of the frame. Now you want to make sure that you get a very good outline because you will have to cut this out. Those little connector pieces on the wreath, while you're doing your tracing, your marker will go over those, but don't worry about that. Don't let that deter you from getting a good outline. And once you get a good outline, we're going to begin to cut it out. And this is why I said you'll need industrial scissors, because it is a little difficult to do. So I'm almost done tracing out. All right, so now we're getting ready to cut this thing out. So as you can see, and this is why I told you you need industrial scissors. I keep stressing this because for me, when I'm cutting out things or when I'm braiding hair, my hands will cramp up really bad. And with these boxes, you can see that it's pretty thick. So to me, if you're sitting there cutting with regular scissors, it can be very, very difficult. It was already difficult with the size scissors that I had, but it helped me tremendously while I was trying to cut it out. So as you can see, I'm carefully cutting around the outline of the frame. And please remember, like I told you, those little connector pieces on the frame, you can kind of see it while I'm cutting it out. But again, like I told you, don't let that deter you. That will, it's really not hard. So I'm just cutting through this. I'm just going to keep cutting. Yeah, it's frustrating. And so my hand was starting to hurt here. I know it was because my hand is hurting now just watching it. And if you want to just cut in little sections, just do so, because again, you have to do it at your pace. You have to do what makes you feel comfortable, because this has got to be the most annoying part of the whole process. So now that we're done here, I'm trying to figure out a way to get on the inside. So now I'm just, clearing out a couple little raggedy pieces. So I just bored a hole in the middle section, and I'm just going to start to use that to cut through, just to get to the middle. And then once I get to the inner outline, then I'm going to start to cut there. Hey, Brianna, that's my baby girl. All right. So now that I got that, I'm going to cut that little section out, and I'm just going to cut the rest. So now we're going to take the Reynolds wrap, and we're just going to wrap the foil all around the frame. This takes a couple minutes, but for me it took a little longer because you have to understand something about me. I try to be a perfectionist at everything, and sometimes that makes me my own worst enemy. So what should have been so simple to do actually took a little longer, because this is a very easy step. But I was just trying to be a perfectionist, and I just was like, nope, I'm not even going to try to do that. I'm just going to try to wrap this foil around. So as you can see, it should take you about maybe 2 minutes, maybe a little longer. But for me, it was just a little longer than expected because of me trying to do this perfectly. So once you get this finished, then we're going to go over to the next step. So now this is probably the hardest part of the whole project, and that's to wrap the rope light the around the frame. So as you can see, basically what you need to do is you need to get the light started by placing it on top of the frame, and you want to have the light on top of each of the lines, if that makes any sense. You want it to poke out. So what you want to do is you want to have it at the top, and then you're going to use a zip tie to hold it in place. And I'm just sitting here doing that like that here. Now you want to make sure that you do it for every single line. You can use a lot of zip ties. You can use a lot. You don't have to use a lot. It's really your preference. I had 65 zip ties in a bag for $1, so I did use a good amount of them while Brianna was playing with some of them because she was just watching me do it. But you can just go through that like so. Again, takes a little bit of time. You just want to tighten it up and make sure that it's not going to move anywhere. And you're just going to keep doing this throughout the whole frame until you're done. And by the way, that little person that you see over there messing with the zip ties, pouring them all over me, that's my little baby Ethan. So you saw my 3 younger babies. Well, at least you saw their hands. But that's my little 3-year-old baby Ethan. All right, so let me be honest. I messed up earlier from the first part when I was putting the lights through. I actually missed a line on the frame, so I had to stop the camera, had to stop recording, and I had to cut things out. So I'm doing it properly now. I'm almost done here. But like I said, you just want to keep the light, you want to keep the rope on top of the line so the light is facing you, again, if that makes sense. But just look at the video and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so now we are down to the end of this. It's pretty much done. It's a lot of zip ties, but we can't worry about that. Looks good though. We're getting somewhere. We're definitely getting somewhere. Oh, and before you start to wrap the daylight around, make sure that the lights work. All right. So now that all the zip ties are secure and everything is in place, you're now going to cut these zip ties off. Well, you're going to cut the remaining pieces off. So all of these pieces you're going to cut off. Now, keep in mind that after you cut these off, they will be sharp. However, don't really worry about that, because once you put the frame on, the one with the aluminum foil, you're going to put that on the back of the frame, and that should cover the sharp spots that are on there. This is why you have to make sure that you do it the way I'm showing you here, because if you put it on the other side, you'll definitely be in a world of trouble. But just make sure that you cut the zip ties. And once you cut the zip ties, my hand was starting to hurt again. Once you start to cut the zip ties off, then we are going to move over to the next step. So now I'm going to take the aluminum cutout and connect it to the wreath frame for the light. And then I'm going to secure that by using more zip ties, as you can see here in the video. And you just want to make sure that you go around the whole ring light just to make sure everything stays in place. I can't really tell you how many zip ties to use. Again, I can't really do that. You can use less or you could use more, but it's really your preference. You just want to make sure that once you apply the zip ties, you want to make sure that everything is fully secure, because once you tape everything down and once you start wrapping things around, you don't want to have to revisit this because the zip ties are pretty sharp. It's hard to remove, and it's just a lot involved in it. So make sure that you do this properly and that you secure the entire frame and cut out properly. All right, so now that that's done, you're going to take wax paper and you're going to wrap it around the entire ring. Now you're going to need a few cutouts of it, but once you wrap the wax paper around the ring, you're going to make sure you smooth it out. Then you're just going to take some clear duct tape or mailing tape and or packing tape, I should say, and you're just going to wrap that around your wax paper. And you're going to do that throughout the entire ring until you can't do it any longer. Once you're finished, then you should be done. Okay, everybody, so I'm getting ready to go to bed, but I wanted to test out the light. So as you can see, it is not plugged in. Now we're going to plug it in. Oh my God. This looks absolutely amazing. This looks amazing. Oh my God. Yes, my Christmas tree is still up. I don't know about you guys, but I really like it. This is super nice. It's my kitchen in the back, or my dining room. And then this is this. And I'm doing this on my iPhone. I'm doing this all on my iPhone. It is not hot. It's not hot. It's cool to the touch. Even with everything wrapped around it, it is cool to the touch. So let me just explain that even though I showed you the items that I used earlier, I just wanted you to understand that I had some items and some items I had to buy. You do need a pair of scissors. You need a pack of zip ties. I got mine from the dollar store. I used one pack, which was 65 zip ties, and it was $1. Then I got a 16 feet of the daylights rope lights. I got that from Walmart for $12.88. I also got a 14-inch wreath. This is actually 18 inches. So let me explain. I went over to Michael's. Well, let me explain. Let me go back. I went to the dollar store and I bought the 14 inches because they did not have the 18 inches. I bought them, and then when I got home, I was like, I probably need something a little bigger, which is why I ended up getting the 18 inches. I had gotten an email from Michael's. Michael's had about 3 coupons that they had emailed me, and it was a last chance coupon. It was you get $5 off of any purchase of $5 or more. So I used a $5 off coupon, a 20% off coupon, and I think I used a 40% off coupon, but I have the receipt with me. So I bought 2 of the 18-inch. They were $4.79 each. And then I got the stand that's with it, that's here. The stand was $4.49. So altogether, the total was, you do the math, $4.50, let's say $4.80. So $4.80 times 2 is $5.60. In addition to $5.50, we're talking about we're talking about maybe like $13, I guess we're talking about. Yeah. So 480, 560, I'm sorry, 960. Then when you add $4.50, yeah, that's about $13. So then the coupon that I had, I used the 40% off one item, and then a $5 discount off 5, and then I also used 20% off of one item. It took it down to $1.97, $1.85, and $1.47. So altogether, I paid $5.61 for all 3 items. And this is the receipt here. See? $5.61. So I have no reason to tell a story. So I did it because I wanted something larger, and I did get something larger. Let me turn this way because I think it might be a little bit better. But yes, I wanted to get something a little larger, and I think I did a really good deal. So all in all, I paid $5.61. I paid $4 at the dollar store for the 2 packs of zip ties. In addition, or well, actually $5. 2 packs of zip ties, 2 14-inch wreath frames, that was $2, and then I bought a roll of tape, so that was $5. So right now we're at $10.61, and then yeah, $10.61, and then I bought 2 packs of the daylight rope lights from Walmart. They were $12.88. So let's just say $13. So I paid $26. So $26 in addition to $10 and some change. I walked away paying about, let's just go ahead and round it off and say about $40. 20 degrees tonight. Tomorrow's gonna go down into the single digits. So I'm getting ready to find a way to bundle up, because even though I have on the heat and I can hear it, I am super cold. So thank you all for watching this video. If you like the video, please share it. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, drop them down in the comment section. If you think somebody can benefit from this video, please share. Share if you care. You know, if you want to check me out on my social media outlets, I only have Facebook and Instagram. I have Snapchat, but honestly, I don't use it. I have Twitter. I have not used that in years. So I'm just a Facebook and Instagram girl. I'm going to drop those down in the comments as well. And maybe as time grows, if this page grows and gets bigger, then I may eventually just branch off and do a separate page, because I'm really not that big on my personal pages. So thank you all for the love and support. If you like it, you know what to do. And I'll see you in my next video.